Welcome to Mind, Body, and Soul Awakening, a show where we celebrate resilience and inspire transformation. Our guests share their stories of how they overcame a traumedy and turned it into a triumph. I am your host, Stars Tita. Get excited and let's have some fun. You're a superstar. Hey, good morning to you and also you. Welcome to your 7 a.m. cup of motivation. I am Star Tina, your star and host, to bring you all the motivation, inspiration, and transformation. My friends, when you come into this space, you're going to get motivated each and every morning. So what I want you to do right now is just share this link out. If you're on YouTube, I want you to hit that subscribe button and notifications and share it out. If you're on Facebook, good morning. If you're on LinkedIn, good morning to each and every one of you. Motivation, my friends, is so very important because when you have goals, when you have dreams, when you have things you want to accomplish, you got to stay motivated. And the number one tip to stay motivated, I want to tell you, is move. Move your body. Yes, move. We had an amazing workout class this morning. I run an online fitness boutique studio, Shooting Stars Collective. And today we had a beautiful HIIT workout. If you're interested in joining our tribe, every Monday night we have an accountability meeting, and I do want to welcome you, to give it a shot. Come on through. Now, after I motivate you in the show, I'm going to inspire you because that motivation, unfortunately, my friends, it does not last that long. When I'm gone, when that workout person is gone, when that video's off, the motivation is gone, and it's like you go to sleep. You may not follow through with what you say you're going to do. So you want to be inspired. This is Women's History Month. Women rock, yes, yes? So I'm here to inspire you to greatness through my stories, through everything I've gone through. After we motivate you, after we inspire you, then the transformation comes. I am a life and health coach. Transformation method is what I use, and it's mindset. It's so important with everything that you're doing. Now, in life, we have goals, right? We have dreams. We're at the last week of the quarter. Can you believe it? Where did the time go? January, February, March. Book that inspired me last year is called 12 Weeks in a Year, and it just teaches you how to focus on your goals. All right, you see that right there? Loyalty, hard work, faith, and high energy. That is the core value of my business. It's like right here in the belly, like, it hits us hard. Everyone in my tribe, we are loyal, okay? And you need loyalty in your life. Hard work. Are you getting up in the morning? All right? No excuses. I don't want to freaking hear it, okay? Friday night, for some reason, I don't know why, family. I could not go to sleep. I did go to sleep, but I went to bed too early. That's what it was. I went to bed like 7:30 because I was having some trouble sleeping. And then I got up at like 12. And I didn't go to bed till like, let's just say I didn't have sleep. So Saturday, when I had a class, it's class 8 o'clock. I can't not show up because I'm tired. Let me tell you, I had so much energy. So the hard work has got to be there. You got to use your mindset to do that. Faith. And faith is actually our theme for this week as we're talking. You have to have that faith in God, in yourself, that it can be done, in your ancestors, okay? If your ancestors could do all that hard work back in the day for you, then you can do it. Some people, my daughter was saying this to me the other day. She says, some people have generational wealth and we know who they are. And then some people like myself, we have generational blessings. So it's very important that you just stay focused in that. And you see that last one, right? High energy. I have so much energy. Where does this energy come from? My son, my God, my everything. All right. You got to have the energy. So those are the 4 core values of our family. And I want to welcome you. Now you got the foundation, right? You got our house, the foundation. Then you got a mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, resilience. Don't ask me what that is. It's my house. All right. Those are the 5 pillars that we work on to keep us going. And then at the very top, you see it at the top, right? Mind, body, soul, awakening. That's what happens when you put all these things together. So today, I want to give you we have our theme for the week. Yes, which is faith. I told you that. And then each week, as I said, I want to transformation. I want to transform you. I want to transform myself into a better human, into a better person. So our theme for the week is faith. And I got my theme from church yesterday. Pastor Michael, amazing. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not watched Transformation Church, this man, he wrote a book. His book is Relationship Goals. It is so good. I read the book. You want to read it all. I wish I would have read this book like 20, but it wasn't written 20 years ago, so I probably couldn't read it then. But it's an amazing book, Relationship Goals, Pastor Michael. And yesterday, it was so cute. He reminded me either Kermit the Frog or a lemon and a lime because he had on a bright green suit and yellow shoes. I was like, yes, fire, fire, mister. He looked amazing. And he was talking about fresh starts, fresh faith, all that great stuff. So we're going to be talking about faith today. That's our theme for the entire week, faith, faith, faith. Now, I'm going to give us a word of the week. So again, I told you I'm going to transform my speaking. If you guys didn't know, my good friend and I last week, she did a 5-day challenge. Okay, if you haven't heard of Lisa Nichols, where have you been? I low key get really upset when people tell me they haven't heard of Lisa Nichols. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't be my friend if you don't know who she is. You cannot be my friend. Okay, because she's amazing. And some people actually don't know her because I was talking last week because I did her 5-week challenge and I'm this close to my goal. I'm raising money to do her 8-week program. And so many people have donated. And I want to say thank you. She did a 5-day program and she's leading into an 8-week program. It's a continuing education for speakers. And it is $2,000 and I didn't have the money. So I started a little telethon and so many people contributed. And I was like, yes, I'm going to do a final tally. I have until Tuesday to get all the money together. And if you want to join the telethon, I'm like $250 short to reach my goal. But anyway, last week, she was talking about resilience and getting things done. And she just really got me laser beam focused with what I want to do with life. So she did a 5-day free challenge. So I'm doing a 5-day free challenge this week. I kind of got off track, but that's okay, family. It's okay. The word of the week. Yes, transformation. That's where I was. Gotcha. Transformation. That's where I was. Thank you, Renee. Sumptuous. So each week we will have a word of the week. This is what I like to call a $10 word. I think this word is kind of like a $25, maybe $50 word. Have you ever heard the word sumptuous? So our theme for the year for Elite Stars is Renaissance Opulence. That's the theme. So Renee is very opulent and she made our word sumptuous. And you can read it there. I can't quite read it because I don't have my glasses on and I'm not straining my eyes. But that's our word of the week. So throughout the week, you want to use the word sumptuous for and the sentence that you can use for it. The outfit she wore was very sumptuous. I think that could be a word. All right. Then we have a question of the day. And being that faith is our theme for the week, our question is, God, when, I got to start wearing my glasses. Remind me, Renee. I'm telling you guys, when you get over 50, life just hits a little differently. Okay. So the question of the day is, when was there a time in your life when you leaped out on faith and it came out beautifully? That's what I want to know. And for me, my biggest leap of faith, and it's crazy because my leap was like bad, good, but then it turned out wonderful. And I would not be where I am today if I didn't do this leap of faith. And it was the hugest leap. It was the scariest leap. You guys know I'm a Jersey girl by heart, right? Like Jersey rock. Hey. Okay, I don't know those Jersey dances, but you know what I mean. Oh, there it is. Question of the day. When was the last time in your life when you had to depend on faith to get you through a situation? Thank you, Renee. Type in your answer, and we're going to put your answer across the top. I would love to hear your answer. So during COVID, and it was actually before COVID that this situation happened, I was actually married at the time. The marriage wasn't going too good. Has anyone ever here been in a marriage and it like wasn't going too good? It's like, and I have always had this mentality of you're married for life. I don't know if it's because my grandmother drilled it into my head, my father drilled it into my head. It's like you're married for life. So I never imagined in a million years that I would get divorced or anything like that. It's like you're married, right? You're married. So my husband, he kind of wanted us to move to Texas with my sister, over there, leave Jersey. I was like, oh, I can't leave Jersey. Like, I love Jersey. And like when I'm in a relationship, like I go all in, like totally in. I did not want to leave Jersey. Like I had everything there. I was at the height of my career, Again, this was before COVID. So I was literally teaching like over 20 classes a week, 7 different studios. I just bought a Lexus. I was great. And he's like, let's go. And I was like, Okay. I just faith of God, right? So we moved to Texas, and COVID actually started the week we moved. COVID began when well, I wouldn't say COVID began. They started shutting things down, and that was faith. And 2 months later, the marriage wasn't going too good. Like I said, he left. So it was kind of like womp 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 womp. But then everything changed. I moved to North Carolina and life was great. So that was an instance for me when I leaped out on faith. It turned out kind of bad in the beginning, but then it was actually really good. I would not be the human I am today. I wouldn't have met Renee if it wasn't for this leap of faith. So today I want you to leap in on faith. Today's topic is brought to you by Pastor Michael. I don't know if it's on replays yet on YouTube, but yesterday he was talking about a fresh start in life. And faith was his thing, and he was talking about having faith in your life. And he was saying sometimes in life, now please, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a minister, I'm nothing like that, I'm not a Bible thumping girl, okay? I just know that it really hit my soul, it hit my heart when he was talking. So I just want to share with you what he was sharing about. And the one thing he said I thought was great was, you guys know this Sunday is Easter Sunday, and almost a lot of people that normally don't go to church are going to go to church. Like, oh, it's Easter, I'm going to church, I'm going to church. Don't go to church just because it's Easter. Go to church all the time, all right? And you don't have to leave your house. You can go online. Friends, I got like the 9 o'clock agape in Rahway. Then we have the 11:30 elevation or transformation church, because I kind of like go between both of them. And then I found this other, oh, and I saw Joel Osteen. Like, I was on the plane, and they had Joel Osteen on the plane. So there's plenty online services you can go to. And I can't seem to choose, people. I can't choose. I'm just like flipping and flopping. But anyway, we're talking about faith. And he was saying in life, sometimes you use faith. And again, I'm not a minister. I'm just saying how it hit me. It hit me good. And today I'm going to share the 4 keys that he gave us to get your faith back, to get stronger in your faith. Because if you want to do amazing things in life, right? Like I'm doing this Lisa Nichols program, you're going to see me standing next to her in June. You're going to see me on stages with thousands of people transforming the world, because the world needs people like me with this energy to just kind of turn into them. So 4 things. Thank you, Renee, because she's keeping me on track. You see that? That's tip number 1 for the 4 keys to keeping faith in your life. Get a fresh perspective in the presence of God. Now, as I just said, some of you may have to tap back into your faith because you were like gone for a while. And God's like, it's okay, it's okay. He's there, he's waiting. He's like, come on back, come on back. So I want you, come back, right? Maybe you need a friend. Maybe you need someone there. And it's cool. It is such a cool thing. My good friend Angelina, I love her. You know, she's like, I cuss a little, but I love Jesus. Or maybe she says, I love God. Like, I was talking to my daughter the other day, and like, she is just so freaking funny. If you don't know Divinity Games, you have to tap into her, because she's a heart pumper. But find a fresh perspective. It doesn't have to be like back in the day. If anyone's like me, you're in church all day long, you're eating candies, you're eating this, you're eating that. There's so many different ways. Like the way they're preaching these days, I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute. They're like stories, parables, right? And the way they're teaching is so you can understand what's actually happening. For example, last week he was talking about having faith, right? And he was saying you have faith on that job, and you focus on the job, you focus on the relationship, you focus on money, you focus on all these little things, but they're not solid, like a solid rock. And he had like little pieces of wood. I'll get it together, a little piece of wood. And he's like, so your job may have like a thing like that. Are you gonna stand on it? You know. And then you have your relationships. But then he showed a faith block, and he had like a big piece of faith. All right. And then on the faith, he put the relationship, and then he put the career, and it's solid. So if you have solid faith, my friend, you can achieve anything. So you need to have a fresh perspective on the presence of God. The second one is reminder. You got to be reminded. And I'm here to remind you, okay? I'm here to remind you to believe in it. Some people say, oh, well, I'm spiritual. What the fudge does that freaking mean? I'm spiritual. All right. Either you do or you don't. All right. There is one God. All right. And you have to remind yourself sometimes to just have that faith. You ever see that game and you're like this? I'm not going to do it because there's no one behind me. And you just kind of fall. Right. Has anyone ever done that? I know they sometimes do them in mosh pits. But do you truly, 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 with all, not a little piece, with all of your heart, with all of your soul, all of your body, all of your mind, do you trust God? Think about it and be honest. Do you truly trust in God that He's going to take care of you? And in these stories, that yesterday he was talking about somebody, I forgot the person's name, but apparently God told him to go look for some clouds or something. He went and looked for the clouds, says, no, it's not raining. No, it's not raining. He kept going. God saying, go back, go back. And then they saw like a little cloud in the sky. It was like a little one of palm size. And he was like, run, the storm's coming. And, that's what he was saying, expectations in life. And you have to expect greatness. If you believe in God, if you have that faith, you're expecting that everything you want is going to happen. I expect that I'm going to have a great life. I may, but you have to have serious goals. You have to work for it. All those things we talk about, but you have to expect it. And then the fourth one he talked about was anticipation. Now, when I thought of anticipation, don't laugh at me, guys. I was actually thinking of the ketchup bottle, the commercial where they have the ketchup and they're like, anticipation for the ketchup to come out, right? But I love the example he gave. He had his brother come up on stage and he was like, I'm gonna hit you in the face. All right. And then the brother just kind of like got this little stance, like, yo, hey, 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 he was anticipating what was going to happen. And when you have your faith, for example, if you say, I want to get a new home in Florida with a Lexus, Mercedes. Okay, that's not even for car, Tina. Whatever. But if you have these goals that you want to do, you're expecting them, right? And after you expect them, then you have that anticipation. You're just there. You're getting ready for it. And you have to be ready for everything. You have to stay ready. You don't have to get ready, right? So if someone said to me right now, well, Tina, we want you to do a morning show on Fox 5 talking about health and wellness. I'm getting ready right now. I'm getting ready. So when that opportunity comes, I'm ready. If someone says, Tina, I want you to come to my college and talk about mindset, I want you to talk about transformation, guess what? I am ready. That is why I'm doing these 7 a.m. morning shows. So I am getting ready. I'm staying ready. I want to stay ready. No excuses. I am amazing. You have to drill that into your head all the time. If you want to be better, if you want to do better, guess what? You got to push through. So to wrap up, the 4 keys to keeping faith in your life is the very first one, which I said was having that perseverance, knowing that God is there for you. Super important. 4 keys. Thank you, Renee. Get a fresh perspective in the presence of God. That's the first one. The second one, reminding yourself to have that faith. The third one, expectations. And the last one, anticipation. I did the best that I could. I would love for you to tap into Transformation Church with Pastor Michael because he did an amazing job. His book, Relationship Goals, you definitely want to read it. And that is my faith talk to you today. I'm tapping into the book, Shift into a Higher Gear. I talked about it last week, but people, boom. Sometimes in life, you got to hit it again. And another one, and another one. Okay, I am reading a new book, Ultimate Coach. It's a challenge for me. It's a challenge. It's like one of those $100 word books. Not 100 word, just 100 whatever. It's a little challenge. So I'm still stuck on this Shift into a Higher Gear. That is a book that I'm doing again this week along with the other. And the one tip that I want to share with it that I love with this book is I loved how we talked about the birds last week. Was he talked about the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And you may hear people say that all the time. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And he said he totally disagreed with it. And I was like, really? Hold up, wait a minute. And I love the way he said it. So you have different areas of your life. There's about 7 that I have. They're not memorized in my head. You have your faith, which could be spirituality. You have your finances, your relationship, your fitness, your nutrition, like different areas in your life, right? Let's just say you have those areas. And let's just say in the fitness area, you're crushing it. You're winning it. You're up 5 o'clock in the morning. You're eating healthy. When it comes to your self-care, you're crushing, doing your meditation, doing your yoga, you're crushing it. Hey there, Bella. But then when it comes to your spirituality, you're out in the streets just doing the most. So it's not there. That's what he meant by the way you do one thing is the way you do everything is not true. And you have to work on it. You have to get it together. Can I just share with you guys? I love the way men think. the way men drive. It's like God has given them this little superpower, especially the way they drive. Ladies, be honest, men, like they got it. They got it. Like they can do that parallel park thing. They got the spatial distancing. My sister and her husband, oh, I love my sister and her family. They got a big family portrait. It's a huge picture. And they have the one above the microwave fireplace. They've had it there since my niece was 3 or 4 months. So like 7 years they've had it there. So they got a new family portrait. Now the picture that's there is like this big. And then they got a new one and it's extra bigger. And me and my sister were like, that is not going to fit there. It's not going to fit. We're going to have to put it in another part of the house. And we're thinking, where can we put it? And her husband's like, it's going to fit above the fireplace. And we're like, it's not going to fit. It's too big. So then, I'm a little stubborn, just a little. So then he's like, here, Tina, hold this. Guess what, guys? It fit above the fireplace. I say that to say you have to trust and believe in everything that you're doing and push through the motivation, the inspiration, the transformation. Thank you for that, Renee. Faith, everything that we're doing here. No more excuses. I kind of got off track. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have ADD. I don't have it. God has gifted me with all these ideas. It's just rolling in my head. And remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our guests. I want you to get tuned for Thursday. I saw her pop through here. Bella's coming through on Thursday as our special guest. This is Monday Motivation. I've given you 4 tips from Pastor Michael. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even get to the point. I was talking about what Dr. Delatorre was talking. Oh, I did mention it. How he was saying the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So with that being said, let's just fine tune all the areas of our life. And I'm going to leave you with one thing for today. Last year, we have Q1 coming up, the end of Q1 coming up. I love to do vision boards, goal setting for the entire year, but now I've dialed down it's every quarter. And we wrote down 300 goals, 300 things we wanted for the year, inspired by Steve Harvey. So yesterday in our Sunday morning class, I said, let's pull out our list. I never finished mine all the way, if I'm being totally honest. I had like 15 more things I had to put on my list. And I said, let's see what we've done so far. And I looked through my list. I noticed there were some things I had put on there twice, some things I had put on there 3 times. And it made me realize, well, you know what, Tina? Those are things you probably really want. Like I noticed I had diamond earrings on there 3 times. And I know why I want diamond earrings, because I lose earrings. I don't have time or space for that. I love you, Bella. So diamond earrings I had on there. I had a pearl necklace on there. I had a phone case, a red phone case on there. Guess what? I got a red phone case. And the purpose of doing this exercise is so by the end of the year, you notice all the things you've done. And he said you'll probably do 10% of them, probably even more. So something I did last night as well is I scratched off some that were twice on there. And then I up leveled. Like there was stuff on there that I'm currently doing that I didn't plan on doing last year. For example, speaking Spanish. I have I repeat, always wanted to speak Spanish. Years ago when I was a kid, 8th grade, I always wanted to speak French. I took French all in high school, elementary school, because I wanted to go to Paris one day. But I wanted to speak Spanish because there were so many Spanish people. Let me tell you, Duolingo, I'm not sure if you heard of that. I've been doing Duolingo for about 5 weeks now, 4 weeks. I'm not going to do my Spanish on you. But my point is, I'm adding that to my 300 list. So I want to invite you to get focused on your goals for Q2. Look at Q1, January, February, March. How'd it look? How'd you do? How'd you do? Did you hit your goals? Did you do what you wanted to do? Did you change what you wanted to do? Right? And then Q2, April, May, June. What are you going to do in the next 3 months? Oh, look at this. The sun is up, guys. It feels so good. I think my God, your guy too, he's amazing. When I got up this morning, the moon was right there, and we had a full moon last night. It was so beautiful. Now the sun is up. It just feels so great. With that being said, holla, holla, holla. Mi nombre es Starstina. Holla. Does that mean hello? I got to get it together. I'm getting better though. Yo soy. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna embarrass myself. Um, but Renee, you can keep me inspired each day to like practice that. But with that being said, I want you to move your body today. All right, do something a little different. Share this out. Inspire the world. Change the world. I'm getting out of here because remember, my friends, you are amazing. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya.